Hey everybody, welcome back to the final case of the arson unit, as well as the final case in LA Noire. This is Ellison Cruz here speaking, and we are about to get started on quite possibly the best case in this entire game, for several reasons, many of which include the storyline relatedness of the plot, but here we start out with Jack Kelso. And here we have the exact same calligraphy as Cole, so looks like we go way back farther, and we've got a bunch of names that we need to check out. Now we have to go to either Westlake Pest Control, Rapid Exterminators, or Nuclear Bug and Rodent Control. But I already know which one we have to go to, but there are a couple we're going to want to go to Rapid Exterminators first. I'm not sure if just going straight there is going to yield separate results, but this case is slightly short, but it has the best, I think some of the best action and the best newspaper, because we're about to find the last newspaper, the last two newspapers, and I just, it's just so good, you guys. This is like one of the main things I've been wanting you guys to see. But here at Rapid Exterminators, and so I'm just recording right after doing the other case that we just did, the Nicholson electroplating. So let's just continue on in here as our buddy Jack Kelso, who still has his arm shot by that stupid bitch, but we seem to be okay with it, so. You guys remember this place, don't you? Or don't you? Now this place looks actually really recycled from, I forgot, one of the DLC cases. But you'll notice this guy looks very familiar.
How many guys you have working here, Pop?
Pop?
Who's asking?
This guy.
It could be official.
And he is
or
one of the
unofficial.
question guys we had to ask. But
You should get to a hospital, son. That arm of yours appears to be letting in daylight.
haha, very
Guys,
funny.
They're the ones who need it. I'm looking for a big cowboy who works pest control. Does he work here?
We don't have anyone like that here.
Are you kidding
Sure?
me?
I'm not the type of guy you want coming back.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So we're looking for the guy that we think is responsible, and of course, we have a newspaper here. Now this, I love this newspaper. You guys, is just so much awesomeness. But Crusade Against Corruption. Peterson pledges to clean up LAPD. So Assistant District Attorney makes push for top job, and this is the guy that came to us for $30 extra a week. Or a month or whatever, but anyway, I'll let you guys see this, and we don't see him, however. We end up seeing, oh my god, it's Courtney Sheldon. No. And Cole Phelps.
Looks like a drug overdose.
No.
Get away from him, Phelps.
No! Roy!
Shut your fucking mouth. Since when does a bagman work a case? I knew this creep wasn't on the morphine heist. Victim of his own product.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
detective! Can we back it off a notch? This is getting out of hand.
A time to talk and a time to shut up. Now is a time to be quiet, son.
Courtney Sheldon was a corpsman, Roy. He served his country. He went out with a medical kit and an Army 45 into places that made the Valley of Death look like a picnic. He was either naive enough or dumb enough to get involved in the Suburban Redevelopment Fund, along with the mayor, the DA, Monroe, and a certain crooked cop. He was involved in the morphine heist, but he has a puncture wound in his jugular, which makes this a murder case. He was a better man than you'll ever know. You say one more word about him and I will blow your fucking head off!
You finally lost it, partner.
I have a pretty good idea why Sheldon's dead. And I know about Monroe. Your vast, corrupt future is draining away as we speak.
I got better things to do than argue the rub with you.
Stay with him until the coroner gets here. Make sure technical services bags the evidence. If you let this creep anywhere near it, I'll come looking for you.
Yes, sir.
You know, Phelps, you're not the worst asshole going around.
Thanks, Herschel.
God, you guys, wasn't that just so awesome? Like, the one between Courtney and Jack was cool, like, because of the tension, because of, you know, developing stories that you guys probably have yet to have saw when we saw it. That was just awesome. I don't know how we gleaned that specific information from that particular article, but we'll take it, and that is definitely my favorite of the entire game. So we can go into this to get that as the one of the cars, and let's see, 58, damn it. I wanted to get 69. Apparently that's not going to happen, but now we can go ahead and drive over to the next one, Nuclear That's the second time I've done that. Holy shit. Nuclear Bug and Rodent Control. And this one is completely pointless. We can skip this, but I'm not sure what that will do, so looks like we're doing it. So, of course. And man, that one is just too awesome, but game. I love that scene so much. Just like it just speaks to me so much. Cole and Sheldon obviously go back a far way because they were in the Marines, and there comes Roy, the asshole, the biggest jerk in the entire game, comes and starts saying he OD'd when obviously we saw it was the work of Mr. Harlan Fontaine. So
DA. I need to speak with an exterminator, big guy with a cowboy accent.
big guy with
Only
the cowboy
3 people
accent.
work here. Me and 2 Mexicans. They're both on the scrawny side.
Wait, scrawny Mexicans? Just kidding. Usually they're fat. Just kidding. So that was it. I don't know. That doesn't probably do anything because we're not getting graded. This isn't a case or anything. Now we're gonna go to Westlake Pest Control, and for this we're going to get the listing for exterminators, Murphy's Motors. So anyway, this case is actually fairly short compared to the previous ones we've been in. It's just the it's kind of cool how they set it up, but I'm not going to spoil it right now because we're going to see in just a little bit how they do such a thing. So, pantageous, more like pantlessness. Just kidding. So, well, please turn motor off. Gee, thanks. How many fonts did they just use there? Did they just like changing it up? So, here we are, and they're having their shit all hung up to dry. And can we inspect this? No, we can't. So we're gonna talk to this guy, and oh my god.
Big cowboy does extermination. Anyone like that working here?
He's like, why are you holding your chest, man?
I wouldn't want to get anyone into any trouble.
We could do this the hard way. An address?
Yeah, he lives in a bunkhouse on the remains of the old Rancho Rincon.
Rancho Rincon.
Thanks.
Oh, and without it fades to black, what's gonna happen next? I know not, but alas, poor York, for I knew him, Horatio. We get a loading screen of death, and by God, Dr. Fontaine's surgery yesterday. Oh my God, Cole Phelps finally found out how to go back in time, and God, that guy in the back looks like that guy from The Office, but here we are as Cole Phelps, and our outfit changed. Rusty, hey!
Dr. Fontaine,
Sidekick, I haven't seen you since the days of Spider-Man. Spider-Cole, I should say.
Spine snapped like a twig.
Wait, his spine was snapped? I thought he got strangled.
I've met Fontaine.
Yeah, we met him a long time ago.
His last patient was Elsa Lichtman, Cole. She's missing.
No, what? Maybe she's hiding in the house.
Saw some big Boris Karloff.
Wait, so there's a nurse?
The best thing that you
So
can do,
Boris
Rusty,
Karloff
is
kind of
let me take a
person,
look
so a
around.
big
Sure
man.
thing, Cole. This way.
Alright, so with that, we are going to do one thing and one thing only. Change our outfit. So yes. I just want to stick with the Hawkshaw because personally the Hawkshaw is the best one. And the reason why I didn't bother going for the I think it was called the Button Man, was because it looked far too similar to Golden Boy. No, not Golden Boy. Which one was it? It didn't look very good at all. It looked a lot like the Sharpshooter, and personally I didn't like it at all. It's the vest was basically white, and then that's basically the only difference. And I'm not really a white man, so we're gonna go with the Hawkshaw. And I don't know what it is about this. Maybe it just looks more casual or something, but I really like this one better. And it's kind of weird because in games I usually like to have my character all dressed up in tuxedos and stuff, like you probably saw in my Dead Rising LP, my Dead Rising 2 LP, until I got the sweet stealth stuff. But anyway, I'm going here, and by God, he's dead.
Take
So.
your time. I'll give you and the doctor some
God damn,
progress.
that's a lot of stuff. Alright, now we should be getting another achievement here pretty soon, which is the inspect 95% of all clues. Now this is going to be our second to last investigation, so if you don't get it soon, then chances are that you probably won't be able to get it. So we're going to go ahead and get this. And it appears, listed below, are the properties you wanted accounted for. They associate with each visit. Kind regards, Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine. So we got that.
Fontaine was having the houses burned for Monroe.
Yep. So here are the houses that he got. So we already see Steffens here, and then we've got, where is it? Morelli and Sawyer. So Harlan, this was not our arrangement. Your associate is overstepping his mark. Get him under control or we'll take whatever action is necessary. And he's talking about the Sawyer residence. So liability, speak to Curtis. As you remember, this is the house where the family had to stay home because one of the kids got sick and they died. So that's one of the reasons. And for some reason they didn't circle Morelli, which I think was the other case where they... Well, no, because that was different, okay? Because Sawyer is the one where they actually died inside the fire. So if you remember from watching those cutscenes, things like that. So then over here we got this shit psychiatric report by Dr. Harlan J. Fontaine. Of course we can't see through the stuff, so So his father died in November 1945. So this is basically talking about, I guess what we should say is the deranged patient that he had, that we've seen in the previous newspapers, that we saw kill our good buddy Harlan Fontaine. Except he wasn't our buddy at all. He was an asshole. Now if that's done, alright. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look on the table. Why is there so many things here? Okay, so here we've got the crystal ball of death with Elsa Lichtman's blood. He's like, I'd recognize that blood anywhere. Don't ask me how I know this. And yes, alright, Magpie! We got the achievement. So find and inspect 95% of all clues. 80 points. This is the biggest achievement of the entire game. The next achievement that's up to this highness is 100% the game, which is really going to be hard, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. That's what she said, but actually that's what I said. Just kidding. But that's done. We don't really have to inspect anything else because there's no 5-star rating, but we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. So
good doctor has been marking this map.
You said it. Now this is the last one we have to do this, which is really annoying because this one is just weird. And so yeah. So we're gonna take a nice look, and we'll find this on the map. When I was looking for the gold reels, I kind of got really familiarized with the city of Los Angeles, of the Angels. It's just so wonky, like the hit detection on this, or whatever you want to call it. Alright, is that it? Because you have to get really pointless area, like... There we go, got it! We got it! So, wait a second.
McCarthy Vista.
This is weird.
Crescent Heights.
Is this a tunnel of some kind, or...?
Rancho Escondido.
Wait a second.
Do those names mean anything to you, Herschel? Yeah. How come?
I don't know. But, of course we're not going to know. Now we have the Whitenall Freeway divides Wilshire. Or Wilshire. So here...
New houses all being built in the path of the freeway?
Yeah. So we got a new clue, which is the freeway route, which doesn't really make any sense. But whatever. Like, we'd even need that as a clue. And then we have here, which shows the, basically kind of the same thing. But, now that's done. Well, I think that's all, actually. So now we need to take a look at this. Right over... There we go. Now here is the final newspaper, and it's kind of a disappointment, but I guess it kind of, to an extent, ties up a couple of loose ends. So Property Tycoon has 10-year plan for City of Los Angeles, so... Anyway, Leland Monroe and Harlan Fontaine.
Is burning down our houses. Keep your voice down, Leland. Control is of the essence. Voice down. You know how much these
God, I hate people like that at restaurants who are like...
We will not solve our problems by announcing them to the general public. We only speed ourselves on our way to the gallows.
If you're imbecile, Harlan, get him under control or get rid of him.
Speaking of which, I've had to dispose of our young medical student. What?
God. So yeah, here he is.
We are a cold character, Harlan.
See, even Monroe thinks this guy's a creep. With that smile of his, I'm not surprised.
I know about Kelso.
And you thought it unimportant to inform me.
I thought I could take care of it.
Have you?
No, I haven't.
Kelso works for Benson. Is he reliable?
No, he's totally unreliable. But he has so many pernicious habits, he's got nowhere to run.
Can you take care of Kelso?
Don't push me, Harlan. Get rid of the fruitcake. No longer necessary. I'll take care of Jim Kelso.
So this is basically what happened when we were doing that, a polite invitation. This led up to that case. So I was actually able to remember that due to the remembrance, I guess. But anyway, that is our last newspaper. And it was our, I mean, I guess it tied up things somewhat nicely for what we know so far. But for the time being, let's go and inspect this jerk's body. Somehow his spine was crushed. We could take a look at his hand. This doesn't really do anything. It doesn't, I don't know why. Oh, of course. Now, I don't want this to spoil anything, but the IH definitely reminds me of a movie, and I'll bring it up once we see it, which is really quite late into the last part, so hopefully I'll remember that, but it reminds me from a particular movie. And then here we have to inspect his face, and it looks like we've got some...
By a monster of your own creation, Dr. Fontaine. I've heard that story somewhere before.
What is this, Victor Venket? God, I totally fucked that. What is this? Victor Frankenstein? God damn it. But, yeah. I think I talked about that movie in this LP already. The one with Robert De Niro. And what's his face? The other guy who does a bunch of Shakespeare shit. Except that's Percy Shelley. Shelley, whatever. Alright, now that that's done, I think that's everything. No, there's still one more thing now. Be prepared, folks. I hate to say this, but this is the last time we're in direct control of Cole Phelps for the entirety of this game. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to do this. The final investigation item. What did I miss? Wait a second. I didn't miss anything. Hold on. I clicked on this, right? Yes. And then I clicked on this. Oh, no. I forgot about this part. There. Fontaine's blackmail paper. Okay, there. Sorry, I forgot about that because I turned the page.
The doctor lost control.
Alright. Yes, the doctor did lose control. Lost control. And then with that, we're done with that one, I think. Yes, we are. Okay, now this is the final thing right here. The cabinet of morphine. A shit ton of morphine. That he still has. Look at 2,000 syrettes. One of those things. And he has like, what, like 50 syrette things in there. But here we go. Where it all began. Where it's all gonna end. You asshole. And with that done, investigation music cue. Or not.
Jack was wrong.
Perhaps.
It's not about insurance.
Whatever.
It's about eminent domain.
What are you talking about, Cole?
Yeah, I don't know
The
if it even
government
plays,
reclaims
but
the land in the path of the freeway and pays the improved value of the land with the new houses sitting on it.
What about the stiffs who paid their deposits?
Worst case, they get their money back. But the syndicate pockets millions on the improved value of the land.
So where does Jack's boss come into it?
He's the key. He carries the insurance. The insurance
Wow.
proves how much the houses are worth.
so Curtis Benson.
Firewood,
Wow.
all of them.
That's about as neat a scam as you can imagine. How are we going to prove any of this, Cole?
Yeah, really.
Doctor's dead. Monroe nearly bled to death. If they get Jack...
We need the firebug. The Okie cowboy.
the
Get
Okie
him,
cowboy.
Get him, get all of them.
Yes, and there we have it. And when I say direct control of Cole, I mean like control of him, like being able to move as Cole, because, yeah, I think that's all I need to say here. But here we are at the ranch bunkhouse today. So now we're back in the future. Back in the future! As Jack Kelso. Now, not to spoil anything, but you have to come here to get a golden reel. And I'm sorry I didn't get into that in this Let's Play. I didn't really find it necessary, including the fact that I don't really like doing online guides or doing things like that, because personally for a game like this, I'm pretty much burnt out on doing any additional videos other than finishing the game. Like, not saying anything bad, I've still got the street cases, which you probably should have seen by now. I haven't recorded those yet because they're not available. But if you really, really, really wanted the gold reel over here, it'd be right over there, I think, on the porch somewhere. And so, yeah. So there's 1 out of 49. But anyway, I'm gonna go check out what's in this house. This shithole. My hand is all super bloody. Now, what's kind of cool is if we look at our thing, you can see blood kind of dripping. Did you see the blood on my hand? Isn't that creepy? There's like blood like dripping out of my hand. That's weird, but let's go and break that shit open. So over here, oh, wait, what the hell is this? No, this can't be. Wait a second. A flamethrower.
45 or an M1. This is pretty extreme.
Hell yeah, and he was moving it like that all by himself, and there's blood still dripping out of his hands. It's like flying out. It's like whee. All right, there's that. Maybe you can see the Moz kill and stuff here. So let's head over here, and it appears. Wait a second. This is that room of cranes that we saw. This is pretty heavy, Doc. And we get the Okinawa music again, of course. Look at all those goddamn cranes, man. No life. You have no life, man. So with that, there's a bunch of candles still being lit. So if we check over here, let's see. Wait.
Quite a flock you got.
There we are. Wait, you can see Cole up front and some jerk, and then you see Jack Kelso off to the side, I think. It's kind of hard to tell, but you can see all these people. Just look at that. That's Cole and some tall guy. And then Cole again, just looking off. He's like, I smell a lie. Alright. Now that's done. We have one more thing. And now, are you guys ready for this? The final investigation is, wait, a blueprint of the Los Angeles River tunnels.
This guy's a tunnel rat.
You said it. Wow.
Oh my god.
Ira.
You poor backwards son of a bitch.
Looks like it's Ira. Should I get music or not?
Peterson, I'm going to need some help. I've got Monroe, Fontaine, and all the others. It's all tied up nicely. It goes all the way to the top.
Yes.
Meet me at the LA River Tunnel entrance just north of the First Street Bridge in half an hour.
So wait.
Don't ask questions. Just be there.
That doesn't make sense. Oh shit, I forgot. I know what I missed. Okay, so I just called Peterson, which is the guy who was giving us the pay raise, as you remember, as the DA's investigator. But what I forgot is off to the side, you can actually inspect a crane, so I apologize for that. I forgot to inspect a crane, and obviously that didn't get us the music. You just have to look at the crane. But basically what I was saying is that Ira, it always reminds me of that movie, Flags of Our Fathers, if you ever saw that. And it was directed by, what's his name, Clint Eastwood. And one of the Indians' names was Ira Hayes. And that's what that always reminds me of, is because the IH we saw in his hand, we saw in Fontaine's hand was the IH, which was the memento that Ira left for him, but he's not an Indian or anything, so... So wait. So wait, Jack gave out an KGP on himself. And it might have been on purpose, but it's hard to tell. But now we're back with being Cole. Now this is the last part where we actually get to control Cole. Now that's just what I meant. Now we just have to drive. Now we have cops against us. Yes. Now they're going after Jack Kelso. Because as you remember, the chief of police is out for our dicks.
I'll need help to make it to the river.
That was really weird how that transitioned, but... Wait, why did my suit change again? I didn't want my suit to be changed to that. No, I wanted to be in the Hawkshaw. But anyway, my god, isn't that convenient? So for some reason there are detective cars and patrolman cars chasing after him. Let's see. Yes, I can still change my outfit. I don't want to be that. I want to be the Hawkshaw for the end of the game. So that's really unusual. Now, Biggs won't shoot at anybody, unfortunately, so we're going to have to bash him. And now this is where it seems like our car is a tank. It just seems like it would be, but just considering, like, when we barely nudge someone, it might be because of the rain, but most of the time when we nudge someone, they'll go flying. Like, I actually was able to flip a couple cars last time, but I'm actually thinking it's because of the rain, because it just seems way too convenient. See, right there. Oh god. Okay. Gotta be careful for that. And then Jack will always show up as the white car, but they will disappear after a while. But it's just weird that they're like detective cars. Like, I'm not saying that Roy's car is here, but it's like Roy's car and stuff like that. And just like how they have different cars other than the random patrolman cars. But so now they're saying to get us also. They know these are all crooked. I was gonna say crooked and then corrupt. See, look at that. I like barely nudged him and then like exploded. All right, come on, come at me, bro. There's a thing right there. So, see, look at that. Oh god damn it, I barely didn't get him, but let's get this guy right here. Let's get him. Come on. Look at this guy. Whoa, brr. Oh damn it, I got him on his wrong turn of mobility. Is that? Oh, that's Kelso's. All right, let's do.
How many cops do these guys own?
I know, right? All right, let's get this guy right here while he comes up from the side. Come on, die, please. I want to. There we go. Look at that. Yeah. Oh shit. Be careful for that. I've been trying to get those good shots, like practice with the behind shots while still like running or driving, I guess. But as you can tell, this is kind of intense. It just seems like our car is so much more of a tank in this, doesn't it? It's just, I don't know. I hope it's not me. So I think it's pretty noticeable, but now that they're all done with that, we're actually going to get to the final area. Now, when we go over here, we're going to go and hit a little cutscene here. This is kind of where it gets intense. So say goodbye, Cole Phelps. We're not going to be using you again, except for later when we're doing street cases, but that's not the point.
Who is this guy?
So, yes, here's Pearson. Oh yeah, we haven't met you before. And there he is with another hat again. Why'd you change back into your outfit, man? I want you.
I'll go in here. Cole, you take the next entrance. Biggs, I need you to take the car and cover this spot here. I think that's his fail-safe exit. Cole, he's one of ours.
What are you talking about? I like how Cole like makes it seem like he understood, but then he's like, "What are you talking about?"
PA will earn your salt.
So, Kelso is your boy, Peterson?
There's the chief of police right here. He's gonna cover it up because we know he's on the morphine shit.
Chief, you can't imagine what those two have uncovered. It could go all the way to the top.
All the way to the mayor, perhaps?
You won't be implicated.
Oh, you're the new broom, Peterson?
Looks like it.
And do you think he'll make it out of there alive?
Look at that.
I think he might. He's a difficult boy to get rid of.
All right, Peterson. I'm listening. What's your offer?